ASMR. Hello, welcome to ASMR. My name is Kyle, and last time we covered positive goal setting with our reflection series. Now, what if you weren't so keenly aware of your goal? What if you're searching for something? In this case, we need to listen to our inner guidance. What that is and how we follow it is what I'm going to cover in this video. Now, we all see our lives through a lens of a point in time in our life. And with this lens, certain things stand out to us more than anyone else. Certain things through time can have a greater impact on ourselves than if you were to piece it out throughout a different span of time. Things like this, called synchronicity, where you have seemingly connected events appear to you, is a common signal for me, at least, in picking up a clue or a sign for yourself where there's something for you to follow. So, for example, something that I see very frequently is if there are multiple digits repeating themselves, and it depends how far you want to look at this, but it just stands out to me. Usually I also see like mathematical equations like 933, so 9 equals 3 times 3, or just simply just clocks, if you look at a clock and you see digits repeating themselves, or any way that you make that connection, that repetition, I take advantage of that by grounding myself in that moment and just taking it as a fun little playful thing from this message, and by taking note of it, it will happen more and more frequently to a point in which it becomes almost deafening in how clear these signals get shown. And as you get more comfortable with it, you might start to notice certain things jumping out at you. And from that, it may not be just numbers repeating anymore, but for example, you might start to pick up on things more strongly, or something might totally blow your mind or wisp you away. And for me, that is actually how I found Reiki and how I got into Reiki. As these signals get stronger and becomes an almost deafening experience of getting these messages, of repeating digits, other things that stand out to you. It might be, in my case, it was a rainbow. I would see rainbows again and again and again, and it just wouldn't stop. It would be rainbow colored items, it would be rainbows, and then it would actually turn into the song of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It would just keep popping up, and we're talking the span of like even a day. It would just be again and again, and it becomes quite funny in the sense that you can't ignore it, and you can follow this track like it's like a breadcrumb. Every time you come closer to it, eventually you might find that by looking closely at these seemingly coincidental pieces and parts, you might come closer to something that interests you and something that's actually been calling out to you. And in my case, from following rainbows, which is a funny way to put it, I started to look into The Wizard of Oz, and from The Wizard of Oz, it became very clear to me how the storyline is actually very peculiar, in how there seems to be a second story happening within it, and this listening to your inner guidance and taking these prompts is very much looking for underlying meaning from very simple signals that you're picking up on, and it's actually very fun. So picking up on these signals is very much like looking for underlying meaning, and a lot as if we were to go on an adventure to find something that we're not sure what it is we're going to end up with. You might go in thinking that you're looking for something entirely different than what you come up with at the end, and that's honestly part of the fun. And I can say that it is a very grounding experience, and talking about it as an instruction is a bit of a strange thing to me, because it is a much more intuitive thing to do than the way I describe it. Just look out for things that jump out at you, and you will be surprised on how clear it can come across that there's something for you to pay attention to, and from that you'll be able to read it and discern where exactly your attention is going. And so just follow the repeated numbers or things that jump out, and themes that are repeating and start to crystallize in front of your eyes. Just follow those, and just follow those themes, and you will have eventually reach a point where you will learn something new, and it will be deeply satisfying because you reached it in a profound and natural way, which also was something that you needed apparently at the time, and it expands our ability to be aware of our surroundings, and that sense of wonder in life becomes stronger as we discover things through means that don't entirely make sense and are not entirely rational. But who's to say that life really is entirely rational? So, if you feel up for a bit of an adventure going down this little rabbit hole of your own life, seeing opportunities through your lens to further develop yourself and to shape yourself, then I invite you to pay attention to those little clues, little things that pop up in your life that will cause you to think twice about things that you might have seen as a coincidence before, but may actually be a recurring theme or a message that you actually want to learn something from and enjoy. I also hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any feedback, please leave me a comment and subscribe for more. I upload every week. Good night.